great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Old Dominion's head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Chanticleers offense will take the field first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. They'll be relying on him to make sure this offense is productive in this one.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination of what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice, because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast, stretch a defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right? Because not only do you...
Oh, out of space! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Chanticleers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
It's complete on the right side. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Chanticleers are flying down the field. The run inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
The quick game. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gardner. Touchdown, Coastal! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So Old Dominion's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Out to run the show is Jackson Potter. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. Tells to run, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Monarchs are in the hurry-up.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Potter. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Monarchs! Well, that didn't... necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Gardner. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Barber. Fires immediately. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Can't hook up on the long throw. down goes by the boards for this offense.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Monarchs will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, it's Roach. Takes it the other way. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over and they'll go to work from here. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll test the right side. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Between the hashes, it's Courtney. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
3rd and long right here. To the air. It's Barber. Stepping to the right. Fires to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The quick out. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fresh center down's going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The shot that clears in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Barber. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Wolverines, with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game on the surf turf. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the gun, continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Gardner. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Hits inside, it's Roach. Got room on the return. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Drops back, it's Potter. Fires to the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He'll do it himself. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it again on the option. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. And that one will give them the lead. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Got out of trouble and throws. Comes down, it's Gardner. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Working the ground game. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Snags it, and there's running room. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Handoff from the gun. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Right side, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Fake and wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Monarchs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Unloads in the nick of time.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Sets his feet. It's Barber. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's not going to make it, and what a... Sometimes it's just not your day.